Hello everyone! Welcome to days 22 to 24 of the Winter Journal Challenge, a beautiful collaboration with amazing artists hosted by Kia Marie Hunt from Kia Creates. Over the next 3 days, we'll dive into the delightful theme of festive flavors. As a devoted coffee lover, I couldn't leave this beverage out of the challenge. While a friend teased me by saying coffee isn't a festive flavor, I wholeheartedly disagree. There's a world of delicious variations to explore, and I hope you agree. To celebrate this, I created a coffee journal, and I'll share how you can craft your own in the description box below. For the cover, I transformed a grande Starbucks cup along with 2 sheets of double-sided scrapbook paper and watercolor paper into something special. Today, let's focus on the center spread. I adore this paper design, and I cherish the warmth of hot cocoa during the winter. I began by applying a freehand masking technique to add layers and interest by painting around a few of the mugs. I used Golden's translucent fluid acrylic paint in Titan Buff so that you can still see a bit of the pattern being covered. Next, I selected an image and random words that, for me, captured thoughts and feelings as I was working on these pages. Instead of just writing them down, I love using collage to add texture to my journal entries. And here it is. I love the simplicity of these pages, and if you've never masked areas on any of your journal pages before, you might want to give it a try. But I decided to zhuzh it up a bit by adding Craft Twinkles by Deco Art. Just grab a brush and apply it to the areas you want to cover. I like that it's subtle, and you can control how much to use quite easily. I would let it dry a bit before adding your layers, but I suppose you can also sprinkle glitter directly onto your pages for more sparkle. Just keep going until you're satisfied and make sure to allow it to dry completely. And now we're done. I thought you should know that I applied 2 coats, and it still has that subtle look that I was going for. Then I doodled around the mugs and framed the pages with a number 2 pencil. Ironically, that evening my husband and I had some hot cocoa while watching a Hallmark movie. And I had a good laugh about it because I didn't have coffee that night. Now, you might be wondering why my coffee journal is so small. I created it specifically for days 22 to 24 to include in my main holiday journal, which measures about 7 by 7 inches. I love using scrapbook papers in my Christmas journal. The double-sided patterns paired with vintage ephemera and magazine pages create a beautiful aesthetic that really sparks my creativity. On the back of the journal, I made a placeholder for my coffee journal using a saved coffee sleeve from Pete's Coffee. That's a lot of coffee right there. But this was fun to do, and I love how it turned out. You might notice that the bow placement on the outside of the journal, the coffee journal, has moved. I had to rebind it because the bow was getting crushed in that sleeve, but that wasn't a problem. I just went ahead and took care of it, and now I like it even better. At the time of this filming, I hadn't begun working on my journal, and I still needed to finish the cover. Kia's prompts allow you to continue your journaling beyond December, which is fantastic. So take your time and feel free to keep it going through winter of 2025. Remember, you make your own rules. Never hesitate to work at your own pace. Thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to see which festive flavors you plan to highlight in your journals. Happy Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year. Bye everyone, and thanks.